All right, what's going on, everybody? KB Card Stacks here. I had a very solid weekend of sales here. Almost maybe 400-ish of sales. I don't know. I forgot to take a screenshot of my eBay orders when I printed out the labels. But I'm going to run through it. Things have just been kind of moving. I've turned on best offers, been taking some stuff, trying to recoup some funds. I got the state show for Arizona this upcoming Saturday. And then Bowman University, the new set when that drops, So trying to clear out of some stuff here and there. But let's just go ahead and talk about what sold. Kade Klubnik, I got this on DC Sports for like $2-3. I think I sold it for $8, got an offer. And it was a fair offer. I had it listed for 10. They sent an offer for 8. I'm willing to do that. I don't know. I think I was the cheapest available. I love the purple. I've lost a good amount of money on Kade Klubnik. I was buying the purple shimmers. Those were one per hobby box back in the day, and it's a color match. I was buying those from about, $5 to $10. On ComC, I think you can get them for like $3-4. Like, they've completely tanked. Purple Shimmer is cool. I don't think any of them were gradable either, but I don't know. Kade Klubnik, people are just down on him. We'll see. I'm not particularly fond of him, so I understand it. He's not in any mock drafts. Could he transfer next year? Who knows? Lincoln Riley's little brother, cousin, I think it's his brother, Garrett Riley. He was like the maestro that was behind the TCU national championship team. Second year of the offense now. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not entirely sold on them. Tony Elliott's offense when he was there now at UVA seemed to do a lot better. But I don't know. We'll see. So just glad that sold. DeMarco Murray, Atomic. These are sick to 139. Rookie card. Got 2 of these in a lot for $6, I think, on DC Sports 87. Sold one of them. Had it listed for 15. Someone sent an offer for 8. And I was like, that's going to cover my first one. I'm into the other one completely free. I don't think I have the other one listed. I'm just going to have like an Atomic page in my binder or try to have as many Atomics just because they're cool and short print and you don't see them a whole lot. So that was a nice little sale. Just, again, the goal is always to collect for free, buy 2 cards, get into the other one for free. So into that other one for nothing, which was nice. All right, these Steph Curry, Team USA, Mosaic, starting to move, which is good. I am not a huge Olympics guy, to be honest. I don't know. Not for me. My wife loves it. It's on all day, every day. Got an offer for 55. I had listed for 60. Cool little red-blue reactive PSA. I've got a ton of SGCs. I was picking those up for like $20 to $30. I think I got this one for about 30 as well. Got an offer for 55. Like, you know what? I'll put the funds into something else. I don't know if this is going to be a great play. I couldn't care less about basketball in general, Team USA. I feel like people are always just, what's the word? I don't know. They're always just turned off by how they play and they struggle in big game. I don't know, but just want to move on. Colby Young. This was interesting. A lot of interesting kind of just offers and negotiations here. Colby Young had this for 15. He is at UGA now, I think. Jacolby George. No, Jacolby. I sold it, Jacolby. Jacolby George, I believe, is still at Miami. Colby Young at Georgia. They dismiss Ra Thomas. He's a garbage human being. Now Colby Young maybe steps up. I do think Dominic Lovett's probably the better option there. I'm not an Oscar Delp guy. You can look at Oscar Delp's season when Brock Bowers went out with injury and he was out for all those weeks. Look at what Oscar Delp did. That was his time to shine, and he had a couple catches. It was, who's the kid? Lad McConkey, who ended up boosting his draft stock. He probably went from 5th, 6th round to 2nd round, wherever he went. I don't know. Pick 39. Think about it. I'm not a huge Oscar Delp guy. His stuff is priced like he's the next Brock Bowers. They bring in Ben Jurasik. He wasn't there in the spring. He had to graduate from Stanford first and then join the team. I like Jurasik. He does have injury concerns, but Oscar Delp is not for me, and especially with these prices, no shot. So Colby Young, I think, is a good alternative. Dominic Lovett, probably that number 1 guy, though, now that Ra-Ra's gone. They still have Landon London from Vandy. He's like 4th string right now, so we'll see. But anyways, so I had this list for 15. I think I sent out a 10% offer to everyone. Someone countered at 8, and I just let it sit there. Typically, if I've been getting offers right at like my 50% mark and I'm like the cheapest available, I just let it sit there. Is it wrong to lock someone's funds up for the 24 hours that you have the offer? if you're not going to accept it, just decline it. But I do like that on your eBay page, it'll say like competing offers if people try to make offers. So maybe it creates some urgency. If you're going to hit me with 50%, then whatever. I say you deserve to have your funds locked for that amount of time, especially if it's already below comps. Shedeur Sanders, same thing here. I think I sent 20% on this. I sent a couple custom offers just because some of my pricing is a little off and a little bit higher here or there. Some is already pretty fair, I feel. So I had counter offers, I think at like 12 and 14, and then someone just straight up bought it at 20. So that was nice. Shedeur Sanders, X Factor. I don't know, I don't know. He's such a polarizing prospect. I don't know if he's going to be able to maintain a top 5 draft ranking. Everyone's watching Colorado though. Whether you love them or hate them, you're watching them. So there's naturally all this attention on him. And, people are going to clown on them if they go 6-6. I think that's a good season for Colorado. Yes, does Dion talk a lot and put the target on their back? Sure. And Shedeur and Travis is okay. He's kind of just keeps to himself. I feel he's just a funny internet guy and dances in his little onesies. But Shedeur, is this a $30 card at some point? I don't think so. Like you see Drake May where his market kind of peaked. Like it was 2025. Shedeur, obviously, I think more of a popular prospect and player in all regards, but I'm happy to get out at that price. Caleb Williams, bought this on DC Sports 87 for, I think, $5. Listed it for 12. I think I sold it for 10. I think I got an offer, and I was like, you know what? Not a huge Caleb guy. I'll just get out, get my money. But I really don't have any Caleb Williams. I'm not a believer in him. I do have a little bit of FOMO where I'm like, okay, maybe I should have picked up just some base cards here and there in case things blow up, like a CJ Stroud, where like this is probably a $20, $30 card at one point with CJ. So I'm not a Caleb guy, but it is what it is. Damien Martinez, Orange Shimmer. This was a huge sale, 22 of 25. I love Damien Martinez. I've been buying Damien Martinez from the beginning. Him and Jaden Ott were two of like the most productive guys in the product, and I get it. Cal, Oregon State, the eyeballs aren't there. No one really cares. You're not even able to watch them. They're on Pac-12 networks, and their games are like at 8 o'clock, or they're playing like the super early game versus like Stanford. Just a tough watch for sure. But Damien Martinez now at Miami, I had this listed for $125. Just orange color match. I was picking these up anywhere from 20 to 40 bucks. I don't think I'd ever spend more than 50. There was a SGC 10 orange that went for like 60. I would have bid and was more aggressive on that if I didn't have already like 2 or 3 of these orange autos. Now that I sold this, now I'll be more aggressive if there is another graded copy. But for 125, it just got straight up sold, which was awesome. I appreciate that. Kind of when you either just really want the card and you understand scarcity and you just want it for your collection, or if you really believe in the guy that much, like just making that play, oh, I love it. I hate when people are like, hey, I've got this card for, I don't know why it sounded like I was Mario or Italian, but they're like, hey, I've got this card for $40, should I buy it? And I'm like, I don't know. Do you believe in the guy? What do you think you could sell it at? Like, what do comps tell you? Like, I'm flattered I'm a resource, but when it comes to like making a play and a decision, like you got to make that on your own, guy. Like, just make a play. Buy it at $40. If you sell it on eBay for $40, you lose what, $4 or $5 if you break even. Like, just take the chance if you believe in the player. I don't know. I can't tell you how much you believe in the player. Like for me, I buy the cards that I believe in, and the prospects that I believe in. There's some hype associated to a lot of it, and just trying to follow trends. But if you believe in the player, just buy the card. And same thing with offers. It's like, oh, I've got an offer for $80. Should I take it? And it's like, I don't know. What'd you buy it for? Do you believe in the player? Do you think it'll go up? There's all these factors. So that's one of my biggest pet peeves for sure. All right, here, Kyron Drones, Leaf Auto. I went heavy on, maybe not heavy, but I bought, probably 6 to 7 autos of these. Baylor, Uni, they didn't really use them at all. Turns out they probably could have used them now, huh? So he transferred to Virginia Tech. I think they started with Grant Wells. I think he's at Marshall now. Started with Grant Wells, and then I think he gets hurt or they struggle. I don't really remember how Kyron stepped in and started the next 9-10 games. He was the dude. So now Virginia Tech, it does suck for the Leaf autos. These, what is this, Leaf Draft paper cards. The Leaf Vivid, Leaf Metal, Those have, or I think there's another one. There's now Mania or Wild Card. Those have his Virginia Tech jersey. So I think those are the more sought after. These are, I wouldn't say they're tanking in value, but I would say for the time being, if you do want a cheaper alternative auto, this is certainly the play for you. Ink is ink at the end of the day. So we'll see what happens. He could have a huge season. People are really high on Virginia Tech. You see what he does. He's dual threat. They return everybody. I mentioned in one of my previous videos, Andy Staples had this, second-year transfer quarterbacks segment. The top 3 voters in Heisman last year were all second-year transfers in that system. So Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels. I forgot who was third. Dylan Gabriel? I don't know. I don't remember. But Kyron Drones, one of those guys. So I don't know. Does he make that jump? Does he come out of nowhere, right? There's all those guys who it's like, whoa, we were not expecting Jaden Daniels to pop off like that. So I sold this for 11. Should I have held it just because? Yeah, I'm probably breaking even on that. I have been buying some of the bigger Virginia Tech autos. I think that's got more of a higher floor and higher ceiling. This, I think, with Baylor and now the other options, I think it's kind of capped, but that's just my opinion. Is it worth holding these? I would say so, just in case. You don't know. I'm willing. I buy what I believe in, right? So I'm willing to hold and see what rides it out. If it turns to a $2 card, I'm cool with it. I'll take that chance 10 out of 10 times. I'm not scared to lose money. Zachary Risacher, pink. These are so weird. I bought 3 of these at DC for $5 or $6. Sold one for $9. I think it was the cheapest listing. And then sold another one for $9. Now I have one more, so I'm into that one for free. The floor on ComC is like 12, so that's good to know. These were in my ComC box ready to go. I really need to send that box out to ComC because this was a struggle. This usually, I know where most of my cards are, but I think this was going to ComC. This was in a clean grading pile. Not that I would, but it is clean. So whoever bought it, I think has a good shot. That was in ComC. This was just kind of random. I don't know. So I really need to ship that off. All right, Jacolby George, 1 of 1. People tell me, printing proof and pre-production proofs. I got this for $8. I got this in a TJ Harden UCLA gold, super sick card for $16. Sold this one for $30. Just like that. So keep sleeping on them. Jacolby George at Miami. They got Restrepo. They have Samuel Brown, Cam Ward, of course, Damien Martinez. Should be a solid offense. I just don't. You can't trust Mario Cristobal just with the history that he has. Their disaster against Georgia Tech last season. I'm also going to blame James Chaney. I think Chaney is his last name. He fumbled the ball. So yeah, you shouldn't run the ball, but he also fumbled. Now he's Louisville's starting running back. Good luck, Louisville. Dropped from Penny Boone now down. Anyways, so Jacolby George, just a 1-1, $30. I think someone sent an offer. And then they straight up bought it. So again, people are sending straight up offers at 50% or just, I'm getting a ton of offers. I like seeing the competing offers on your listing. I think that helps create some urgency. When I see that, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I should bump this up. And if you really want to buy the card, just buy the card. Also, another pet peeve when people are like, oh, it's a $40 card and, I'd really want to be at 35. And it's like, you're going to let $5, if you believe in the card, buy it. Don't let $5 get in the way from, if there's $5 that's really going to mess up your margins, I'd argue you shouldn't buy that card, right? I don't know. Just buy what you believe in. So nonetheless, $30. Yeah, not bad. I'll take it. I love Miami. That's probably my pick for the ACC. I don't love it. Again, just Cristobal just scares everything out of me. Clemson, you can't trust. They've got the talent. They've got the defensive line and the linebackers to compete. NC State, I'm not a huge Grayson McCall guy, but they've got a super easy schedule. You know what you're getting with Dave Dorian on defense. They've got Casey Conception. I love him. Been buying on-it autos for $30 maybe. Virginia Tech could be scary. Louisville, if they had Penny Boone, I'm like, hey, I'm willing to gamble on Tyler Shaw and his injury history and his inability to finish a season. But Penny Boone was a huge blow for that team for sure. But I do love who's their coach, Brom. So I think that's my ACC breakdown. But right now, just with talent, I'm gonna trust the talent there. And the last one here, Marvin Harrison, PSA 10. I bought this on DC Sports for maybe $30. This one sold for $60, $35. 37, somewhere around there. 60 bucks straight up. So I like that. Marvin Harrison. I guess I couldn't care less about, you know, exclusives and, you know, oh my God, he hasn't signed and they're not going to have products, or, oh, he's not in these sets or whatever. I couldn't care less about any of that. I'm just going to buy the cards that are available to me right now and make plays. So with this one, I did see that there's still a legal battle of sorts. I don't recall. And he's not allowed to have merchandise yet. So I don't know. People are still going to be buying Bowman University, it seems. I'm unsure, but I was happy with the sales. So big weekend of sales, couple slabs. There we go. Marv for the haters, the 1/1. Risacher. Those, I don't think he's been doing anything. I thought he had a very terrible summer league from my understanding, but I'm just addicted to prospecting and can't not buy the top 2 picks in the draft. I'm going to lose so much money on Alexander Sarr, I imagine. But hey, I'm willing to make a play, take a chance. Kyron Drones, I probably should have held that. I'm going to jump up all my other prices just because I'm like, yeah, you know what? Might as well take the chance. See, gamble on Virginia Tech. Damien Martinez, 125 on that one. I don't remember how much I paid for that. Caleb, nice double up-ish after fees, maybe not so much. Shedeur, again, just sent out offers. I let him sit, and someone bought it full price. Colby Young, let that offer sit, and the guy, he offered 8, and then he bought it straight up like 12 hours later. So there you go. Make a play. Don't let it slip away. Steph Curry, I don't know how much I'll really be making, but I have a ton of Steph and LeBron stuff. It's not going to be bad to hold. I do have a lot of KD, which actually he went off in the early rounds, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I take a loss on those. DeMarco Murray pays for my other one, and then Kade Klubnik. So not bad at all. Gaby's got some funds to play with. I got the state show on Saturday. I'm cautiously optimistic. I haven't been to a show. The Phoenix market is terrible for shows right now, in my opinion. But I'm hoping that everything goes well at the state show, of all those pickups and the videos and all that. So if you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. If I've ever made you money, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. If you learned something new, do the same. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace. Love you.